shorts off. He's got the widest legs. We're going to call him albino legs. He could light up this whole track and half of Wanganui as well.
All right, so here we go into the eliminations for the Group B. And let's see how he will go. So far, so good. You can hear that he's really just got his foot punched down there and he's trying to get absolutely everything out of this boat. Round the hairpin, he sort of leaps out of the water a wee bit, which will cost him just a small amount of time. Comes around and past the commentary tower now. Coming up to the mouth fresh sweeper and looking like he's just sort of feathering it there a wee bit at the moment. Now he's giving it a bit more of the jandle.
He's gone
the
wrong
way. So you can see that he was just a little bit hesitant there, and that was because he's gone off course. And now he'll be doing his utmost to get himself back corrected again. But when it comes down to this elimination time, it could well be the end of his night, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tony Reid has not worked out that he's gone wrong way. And, well, we're still going to allow him the opportunity to get back onto course. But I dare say, well, he's blown it. No, he realises he's gone wrong way. So now, I wonder if he cast his eyes to the commentary tower, saw that we recognised he'd gone the wrong way. Now he's back on track, so he has sorted it out. The old man, I thought he was old enough that Alzheimer's would have kicked in. He's managed to claw that back somehow.
And of course, you might as well get yourself back on track and post the time if you can, because you just never know what's going to happen with these other boats.
That's right, it is a race of attrition. And to finish first you must finish. So just wondering if that's going to be a time. Yes, it is. We'll just get back to you with the time. Just come back to you with the time. We're just waiting for our boy Genius up here to do his things on the tapping on the keyboards. Well, it was 1:56, so yeah, that's a long time out of the water, but really good coverage there for Shifty Sports Bar. Emblazoned all over the side of that one. So very, very positive there. So you've got to take a positive out of a negative.
Yeah, you got to love a sports bar.
So this will be Tim Edhouse, Liquid Addiction. They rebuilt this engine between in the last 2 weeks. Haven't been able to get the jet unit hooked up with the engine in any way, shape or form. In fact, the last run out there, it was sluggish, very, very sluggish.
Let's see if we can put together a perfect lap. Of course, now it is do or die. All of these machines need to throw down something very significant in order to see them progress through to the next round. Of course, we're into top 8 at the moment, and from here we go into the top 5. So Tim is really, really wide there around the mouth fresh sweeper, and just having a few coughs and sputters there in his machine. He's got a split time through. He's gone wrong way now. Needs to come back through the middle there at the bottom of the track in front of the commentary tower. So let's see if he can sort himself out, get around, jink back through. Now he's back on track again through the S-bend of the middle of the Shelter View Aqua Track and around that top mouth fresh sweeper. Just a couple of corners to get through. So a few small issues for our Group Bs coming out so far, but he'll post a time.
We'll get back to you with a time, just waiting, because he went through the timing loops in front of the commentary tower so many times, it re-trips the timing. It does continue, but that's where we need our twinkle fingers, boy genius here, to sort this out again. And I'll tell you what, 73... 57, so, well, he was well quicker than Uncle Tony. Just having a little bit of trouble picking up the boat that's coming through. Yeah, Buttercup. It is Buttercup and Ben Sol now launching off the line. So these guys really need to get a hurry on if they want to progress into the top 5.
And of course, with the mistakes of our previous two teams so far in this Group B top 8 qualifier, the guys just really need to get around and not make any mistakes, and they'll be putting themselves in a pretty good position.
Yeah, look, I really think they will with Tim Edhouse blowing it out. So the nephew of Tony Reid out on the track at the moment, Daniel Reid, they call him Buttercup. He's looking quite good. They had a boat issue this morning. They sorted that out nice and early, going really well at the moment. The split is going to be where they need to be with a 43.7. So now just got to keep the focus, keep the momentum, keep the anger.
Come on, Buttercup, bring it on home, mate. It's a good lap so far. He crosses the line in a 60.309.
So Buttercup has gone quicker, but he finds himself at the top of the table with 3 boats run so far out of this top 8, and that is not a bad place to be at the moment. You can see that Greg Reardon and Dawn Erb are down on the trailer. You can see that Schizo is down on the ramp. Just trying to see if I can spot Kelly Manel down there. So it's Greg Reardon and Dawn Erb coming off the trailer now in the adrenaline machine. This thing has plenty of bling. So Greg Reardon has been taking the first right-hander very, very wide indeed. And he reckons he can squeeze a bit more out of that part of the racetrack. Will he be able to?
All right, let's see what these guys can do. Greg Reardon and Dawn Reid, both looking like an absolute picture with the neon green and blue. Coming down to the hairpin now, let's see how this team can get around there. It's very important. A little bit of a cough, but they're getting through not too badly at all. So far, so good for the team of Greg Reardon and Dawn Erb.
Yes, but they are looking quite good. Got a little bit stuck on the exit to that hairpin, and they have done that a lot better, but they're not going to be worried too much about it. Their time at the moment, it will likely see them progress into the top 5. The split was around about where Buttercup had his. So Greg Reardon came into this with a 59.033. So Greg Reardon and Dawn Erb and a 59.937 up to the top. And unfortunately, we are not going to see Craig Shaw and Gillian Good in the Outer Limits boat. They have had an engine issue, and so that will whack them out, absolutely. So that means that Tim Edhouse and Tony Reid are well outside of where they need to be at the moment. So Greg Reardon and Buttercup might just get through with Kelly Manel, Clayton Tisdale and Patrick Hayden still to run. In fact, it will mean that Greg Reardon and Buttercup will make it through. So launching off the line, Kelly Manel, Tim Edhouse now sitting on the bubble at the moment. Oh, Kelly Manel really wide around there, knifed it back around to the right-hand side to keep the boat on course. Luke Manel doing the navigational duties here. The school teacher formerly from Wanganui. They've made the New Plymouth their home. And Luke Manel is a firefighter for the Air Force down out of here, Masterton or something like that. Oh, so somewhere around here, not far away.
And of course, Kelly's first season behind the wheel as well. So doing a good job so far, keeping that boat exactly where she wants it to be, and trying to ensure that she can see herself continue on and be into the top 5. And you'd like to think so far, if she can just keep it on the water through this next section, she is going to be looking good and moving on into the top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly Manel will get through with a 60.739. So she will get through with Clayton Tisdale and Patrick Hayden still to run. So at the moment it is Tim Edhouse sitting on the bubble. All right, so our next boat to face the starter will be Clayton and Mandy. The man I once called the goldfish, because every time he got from one end of the track to the other, he couldn't remember which part of the track that he'd done or he still needed to do. But he is doing very well in the championship in the Group B category, and they have really stepped it up in this jet speed hull. This pair from down on the South Island there. Doing a really good job out there at the moment, working very, very well together. Into the all-important hairpin. Well, really slow into there and bogged it down, so not a quick exit at all. So they've really got to sort that out. They have done that section of the track a lot better. So Clayton Tisdall now up into the mouth fresh sweeper. The right, the left, around Altherm to the far side of the track. We're going to get a split coming up in just a second. They're around a 43. Clayton Tisdall into a 42. And the AMT Auto Electrical throwing the bling on the boats for these guys for tonight as well.
Really has stepped it up in the back half of this rotation. So here they come over the line now. And a 57.988.
Yeah, that puts him straight to the top of the table by a full 2 seconds.
Yeah, great run,
That is a really good run. Clayton and Mandy Tisdall will be very happy with that. Now to be up to Patrick and Jay Hayden, the final boat for the top 8 in the Group B category. So Paddy Hayden from up the other road. Tiawamutu.
Close.
Kikamukow, that's the name of the town. Ladies and gentlemen, I do really try, but I've got 4 people telling me how to pronounce the name of that town, so it's really difficult.
None of us want to tell them exactly what it is either.
Yeah, none of them right. So Paddy Hayden now. With the Jay Hayden, the boat is schizo. They're pretty happy with the way that this setup's been going. I asked Paddy during the dinner break, what did you had a pretty shocker in qualifying round number 2. He couldn't remember it at all. Could not remember it.
Not a bad thing, I guess, eh? Just move on and just concentrate on that next rotation that you have to put down and just see what you can do from here. And I think it's a good thing that he's forgot about it because, man, he is looking pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Put everything behind him now. Just looking 3 corners in front. This is the thing with jet sprinting. You need to be thinking about 3 corners in front. Because if you're thinking about the corner that you're about to approach, you're already through it. You need to be 1, 2, 3 quarters in front of where the boat is currently on the track. The split was good for Paddy Hayden. Will he get down to the time that Clayton Tisdall posted? Paddy Hayden, quick time, 56.551, straight to the top of the tree. This is how it's going to look for the Group B top 5. Slowest to fastest, it will be Kelly Manel, Daniel Buttercup Reed, Greg Reardon, Clayton Tisdall, and that man, Paddy Hayden, qualifying into the top 5, the Group B, as the fastest. We are now going to go an all-in top however many for the Group A category, and I do